Today it's Monday, September 30, 2024. I grind it a little bit, the bracket, to have a clearance to don't touch on the thermostat housing, alright? And I bolt it for final, this bracket. I hope to don't need any modification. Any modification if needs, I'm gonna do it on the spacer, if needs any modification. I haven't get any measurement, to be honest. It looks like a little bit more out, but we're gonna see. I put the ignition coils back in place, alright? Route the ignition wires, the cables, and I mount this side. I put 2 bolts temporary. Okay, you see the disaster here. I connect also this pipe for the breather, for the crankcase ventilation of the covers, and I modified this pipe. I wish to add the smaller pulley, the smaller throttle, a little bit smaller to give enough clearance. Now, what bullshit I did here? I'm gonna show you what I did. You know what they're saying. Measure once, cut twice, right? That's what they're saying. That's what I did exactly. Actually, I cut it twice, I measured it 4 times, and I cut it twice. So the next time I have to measure it 8 times to cut it once. Alright. What I did, I cleaned this area to see how it gonna looks like the cast. Alright, that's the other piece. This 4.5mm thickness, the wall. Alright. I just cleaned to see how it looks like. I cleaned in and out. It doesn't matter. You're gonna see why. Then I managed to fit it. Alright. This is the second cut that I said. I cut again at this point. You see that this thing here, it's not corresponding to this bracket over there, because it was very near. And this centering inside. Monday. Let me remove it to show you what I did. Just a second. Alright, there we go. You remember the 2 small windows that I would like to open? One here up and one down here. Forget it. It was touching all over the place. That's what I remove. You're gonna fall inside, yeah. That's the first cut. And here, this one, and a little bit more here, it was the second cut. Now, obviously, I cannot put this inside and weld it again, because this is a mirror, if I want to use it. So, one solution is cut also from this side the same piece, alright? And weld it from this side, right? And weld this one on this side. For fuck's sake, no, I'm not gonna do that, obviously. I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be nice from the point that it's gonna give me also clearance for this pipe. It's gonna be inside. And also the flow, whatever BS I did here, it's gonna correspond also to the other side. Because that's what I was saying before I cut it. That you're gonna come on the flow. Yeah. Alright. And I cannot remove material from anywhere else. It's not, if you want to see the difference, you have to flow test it. You have to flow test it as it was to see how much flow you have, let us say, on the exactly same pressure as it is for with this combination of pulleys and the manifold that you're gonna install, obviously. And then you have to see the difference after welding it. Good luck on that. So that's where I am today. I don't have 4.5mm aluminum plate. I have 4mm, almost 4. It's 3.8 if I remember right. see the bright side. How it is the intake manifolds that they have the small plexiglass glass? What's that? They have it front or back? I think they have it front, back, for a backfire from a nose. When you spray a nose, if it backfires, at least to break the small glass. In this case, it's gonna be this plate here. If something go bad, if it backfires for a reason, it's gonna explode and gonna destroy also the throttle at the same time, probably. Yeah, that's where I am. What I'm gonna do now, because it's early morning, and I don't have the mood to start welding early morning. Actually, first I have to fix the plate. First I have to make this plate mirror. Alright, makes sense. Then I have to put it here, just spot weld it in 2 spots. Come and try again to see that it's okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't make a V shape here. I didn't remove more material because I'm gonna end up welding it here. If I weld it on top of this, what I mean, I'm gonna end up welding it like this, not like this. If I do that, obviously you're gonna touch again. It's pointless. Amazing stuff. I was not thinking, I was never, if you said to me that, you know what, it's gonna come the time that you're gonna cut I'm calling it a charge pipe, alright? I'm gonna tell you, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. We're ending up 2024 doing this stuff. Yeah, it's fine, it's okay. Alright. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. You see the starter? I'm gonna go outside. This is something that I have done it 1 million times, you know. Checking the brushes, checking the bearings, the thrust washer that has back over here, cleaning it up, paint also the body here to be nice and black, clean this area to be beautiful, also the solenoid here, clean all the parts, put some grease, fresh grease inside and putting it together. That's what I'm gonna do. This I'm gonna leave it for later. I don't want to touch it now. I refuse to touch it now. Tomorrow, my friend, he's gonna bring me the heat shield that has here for the engine mount bracket. For the engine mount, he's gonna bring me the exhaust manifold, and he's gonna bring me the new alternator. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave the welding at the end. That's what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna finish with the pulleys. I'm gonna put the masking tape here, just in case don't fall anything inside. I'm gonna continue my way with the starter, pulleys. Maybe I'm not gonna finish completely with the pulleys today, or maybe we're gonna finish with the pulleys. So tomorrow I'm gonna receive the heat shield and the exhaust manifold, and then we're gonna be the end, the last one. It's gonna be this. What the hell I have done there? Even if I cut it once, if let us say, as an example, because like I said, this is a second cut. Again, it's pointless because I cannot flip it. I'm not gonna be able to flip it. So I don't feel bad about that. Did I think about it, cutting it? Of course. I was thinking about it. I was thinking all the weekend that I have to cut this one. And do I want to cut it? Now at this point, it doesn't matter what I want, right? I already did it. I was thinking even while I was cutting it. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, like I said, yeah, familiar things. You know, it's nice. Building an engine, familiar thing, it's good, it's nice. Not welding, cutting, welding, fabricating, it's not for me. I mean, if it's for a tool, yes. If it is, let us say, I prefer to cast all this than to cut it and weld it. To make, let us say, to fix everything and to be one piece. Yeah, that's a different story. All right, it's good. Leave it there. Leave it there. It's fine. Leave it there for now. I don't want to see it actually. There is another one solution. We can put some masking tape here, a little bit epoxy, and finish the story, and call it a day. Bullshit what it is. Monday morning. Lovely. Amazing stuff. Now, spend your time with me, watching me removing the nuts and the bolt. Why not? That's it. I'm gonna show you the starter at the end, how it's gonna be when we're gonna clean it. Don't ask about that. Don't comment about that. Before of this, let's put the masking tape, like I said. Wait. Now that I remember it, I saw the gasket here. One guy, I think, I don't know, one person probably, he said that they have to remove this thick gasket and apply sealant because it was leaking. Yeah, I get it, I understand. One of the reasons why I cut the rubber was because it was touching here on the bypass throttle. What's my problem here? If you remember back in the days when I was fixing, let us say, big throttles on a Chevy, on a Ford, or the oval throttles on a Coyote, as an example, with a Weevil supercharger, or with a Cobra 2004 Mustang, okay? There was one or two cases that time that we are torquing down the throttle, aftermarket throttle, right? And at the closing point, it was stacking. It was biting. And this was not happening direct. First it has to warm up, and then it happened what it happened. Even if you torque it down properly, equal, let us say you make like this to be equally torqued down, again, it was biting inside the throttle on the housing. And when you put a gasket, you don't have this kind of things. Now, we're gonna leak, we're gonna find out. This engine is not gonna be for daily use. It's keep in mind that when you accelerate a little bit, you're gonna open, let us say, 5 degrees of this throttle. It's equal with the 25 degrees of the stock throttle probably. So you understand that this engine is not gonna be for daily use, obviously. You're not gonna be able to drive it daily. It's gonna be annoying. Not with the sensing mounts, not with this throttle. All right. Yeah. Actually, for this reason, because of the sensing mounts and because of the throttle, you're not gonna be for daily. Yeah. We're gonna see about the gasket. I don't know, if I found a thinner gasket than this. If I remove the gasket and I spray the gasket with a spray copper. If it's leaking. If I make one light film of sealant front and back on the gasket and seal it again. We're gonna see. To remove the throttle, it's not a big deal. Obviously. The other headache is gonna be this one. This is gonna be the next headache. The last time I had to trim this one here because it was coming too much out. We're gonna see it. No, that's not the time. Now it's the time, like I said, to put a masking tape and start with the starter. Yeah. Let's see the starter now after taking it apart. I already cleaned some parts, obviously. Let's see the brushes. The brushes, I'm gonna call it 50% okay. 50 to 60% okay. All right. Don't pay attention to the socket in the middle. This is for me to make my life easier to install it again. The rotor here, nothing wrong. The shaft is okay. I already check also the bush back over here on the cover, and it's fine. It does have an extra clearance or something. I have the same bronze, phosphor bronze to put on it, but no need. Then nothing wrong here, nothing broken from the plastic parts. The fork, it's fine. I didn't saw any crack. All right. The clutch, it's fine. The gear, it's okay. The shaft, the front shaft that goes to the needle bearing here with the needle bearing, it's total fine. There's no problem at all. it's not been squeezed by any means. The planetary gear, it's okay, the nails are fine. I already washed it, need to put some fresh grease on it. Alright, back this is, need to put some grease and then need to put again the seal to maintain the grease inside. This I'm gonna check it at the end, nothing wrong with that. I need to replace 3 bolts. The housing here, I was thinking to paint it, but I didn't paint it because I washed it and it looks fine. I don't see any broken magnets inside or something, no crack or whatever, it's gonna be fine. The housing front, nice, not bad. Overall, looks okay. I don't have a reason to don't put back again together, right? Fresh grease, putting it together, and then I'm gonna wait only for the 3 bolts for the solenoid. I don't have it. I ordered it, I don't have it. And then I have to go outside, so I'm gonna get away today with that. I'm not gonna have to go to weld it. With one way or the other, you're gonna say that I have to weld it. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's put together the starter, right? This is, I'm clearing also my mind by doing these things. I'm forgetting all the rest, you know, I'm washing the parts, I'm greasing it, I'm putting it together, nice, beautiful. And then at the end I'm gonna test it, after I'm gonna torque it down. Yeah. What else? Nothing more for today, nothing more for this. I'm gonna wait tomorrow to receive, like I said, the alternator, the heat shield and the headers and the exhaust manifold, and then when it's not remaining anything else, I have to deal with that. And let's put it together. And that's how does it looks like. It didn't change a lot, right? Yeah, it's just clean and greased up. That's it. That's what it is. Now, the day after tomorrow, I'm gonna receive the 325 Torx. I don't have it. I put one flat head screwdriver here, bolt. Yeah, flat head bolt. Yep. All right. Greased up, spins fine. I can make one test. I can bring some cables. Yeah, there is only one bolt, but there is no problem because the solenoid is moving up and down. Right. Time to remove also this little bit of brake cleaner, one rag, and removing also these letters. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah. I was hoping to take more time for the starter, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's a starter. It takes maximum an hour, right? With what in hell did they paint it? Yeah, you see how smart I am? First I clean everything and now I'm making... You know what? You're not gonna hurt anything. Right? Keep it like that. It's fine. It's okay. After all. Let me go get one battery and some cables to make one test. Yep, it's working fine. Let me see. Can I do it with one hand? Just a second. Yep. Looks okay. Even with one bolt, it was working fine. Alright, keep it there until come the bolts, the 25 Torx, like I said. Then I'm gonna install it, I'm gonna put also the cable. I'm not gonna get away with that. Let's see what I have to do outside, and it depends. I might find something different to continue with. We're gonna see. We will see. Yeah. Another thing, why I put the fitting here? I mean, I put this fitting here for what? To give a vacuum on what? If I need to trigger the methanol, I'm gonna need to get a boost from this or from that. Vacuum I'm gonna get only to give the solenoid to open the secondary injection valves, but they're not existing. Ah, you know what? Yeah, sorry. Let me see what I have to do outside. If I don't have anything to do outside, I'm gonna continue with the pulleys. Yeah, that's the plan. Do tasks, you stupid, you dumb. Yeah, lovely. Keep it there. I make one adapter for this one. This is how much it's moving. It's not been tight. The bolt is loose. Let me get this one to put it here to see the difference. Alright, let's see the difference. Why this is happening, I'm gonna show you. The one that I made, the one that came with the kit. The inner diameter of the hole, it's greater. That's one of the reasons. This is smaller. And second, a little bit longer, not that short. And I give the same shape to be same like the rest. But it doesn't have this position here. It doesn't have this lip like the rest. To have a bit more extra support and don't play up and down. I can make it even longer, but it's okay. It's enough. I'm going outside to find the belt, the inner belt, and then to see which supercharger belt I'm gonna use. And I still need to give a sample, one bolt, to find for me Omar the correct length. I'm gonna measure it to make sure that to be okay. And with this one, you will gonna see what I'm gonna do with the water pump. Why I'm saying that? Because if I get an Allen, I'm gonna need to use a washer. You're gonna tell me, so what? Yeah, maybe that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see. Let me go get the belts. I put the inner belt. Fine. I didn't leave the tensioner because it's not being torqued down. This bolt, the alternator is not being torqued down, so it's not the time now. But I came here on the damper pulley. I said that, you know what, I'm gonna put one bolt here at 6 o'clock and another one at 12 o'clock to put the belt. Alright, I'm spinning the pulley, this pulley, clockwise all the time. I have made one mark, this black mark here, with this black mark here from where I start. And I was going around. Then I make two marks, one blue here, another one here. Because I was thinking that only these two they're aligning. Nope. It's aligning only here and here on the damper pulley. That means I can put these two bolts. Alright, the other bolts, they have a little bit of offset. It's not exactly center. No matter what I'm gonna do, if I make like this, I was thinking that I'm gonna be able to bolt this one. I was thinking that I was gonna be able to bolt this, but I cannot bolt this one. I can bolt this one and this one. I try also with the Allen, just now trying with by hand. So always I can put in these two bolts here. I cannot put none of the rest. Amazing. Yeah. I can bolt the bolts, any bolt actually, at any place, and it bolts in. There is no problem at all. Anywhere. But I cannot do the same thing with this pulley. I managed to put the bolts. What I did, I keep the pulley outside, then I put these two bolts, pass one full turn, and then the rest, and slowly I bolt it in. Now, torque it down for final, I'm gonna do it one at a time. I'm not gonna remove them all, it's a headache. That's one thing. To remove the V-belt, I'm not gonna remove this pulley. I'm gonna remove the water pump pulley. No, actually, yes, to take it out. Yeah, have to remove the water pump pulley. It has a clearance. All right. Then, This idler pulley, I have already spun the engine, twice actually. See there, it has much more from inside, and from outside the belt's on the limit. So this pulley I might change it, flip it, because it has different offset from inside. The water pump pulley, I'm not gonna do nothing. It's riding the belt here and has more space from inside. You're gonna tell me you didn't tighten the torque, well, no, never mind. The alternator, yeah, you're right about that. Tomorrow when I'm gonna torque down the alternator, the new one, I'm gonna double check that. The tensioner, it's fine. It has space. Yeah, I cannot make it more in because we're gonna touch on the tensioner, except if I machine a little bit the nerve of the tensioner. Here up, here okay. Just let me flip this one. Let me turn this pulley to see if we're gonna change something. Here I have the snap ring. It's pointing outside in all of them actually. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Same thing. It's symmetrical. Because if you measure from the bearing to the lip, it should be the same. Because I'm getting the same results. Alright, fair enough. Let's finalize the video. This pulley will gonna stay like this, as it was at the beginning, before I flip it. It's much better. Alright, then I use this belt, these three belts going back to the owner. The 537, this 530, 537 has one, the black one and the green one. I use the green one. I need another thing. I need a V-belt. I need the inner belt. It looks a little bit tired. Will gonna work? It will gonna work. Yeah. That's it. Tomorrow when we're gonna come the new alternator, I'm gonna check again for the inner belt. It might change a little bit where it sits the belt on the water pump, because now it's not torqued down, like I said, and it's pulling it. I didn't deploy the tensioner, it's still locked in place, but it has some tension in the belt. It doesn't matter about that. Alright. We're looking okay, I guess, from the pulleys. We're gonna find out. I wanna see how much we're gonna wobble this pulley, the outer. We're gonna see at the end. Not today the pipe over there. Not today, forget it. Let me take this out. And yeah, most probably this tomorrow. I'm gonna put the alternator on the exhaust manifold, and then we're gonna deal with the window. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Over and out. I haven't uploaded yet the video, alright, so I can continue. I fixed it. I destroyed it actually. It's not touching. Alright. It's not touching. Bolted down, the new gasket, and that's how that looks like. Here I melted with a torch a little bit, that's why it went more in. Yeah, but at least it's not touching there, it's not touching here up. Plenty of clearance. We're gonna see how it's gonna end up. The rest tomorrow. The rest tomorrow, yeah. No, that's the end.